What's going on, guys? Joel Sage here, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to supercharge your PlayStation 4. Man, the PS4 has been fantastic. I love it. It's been such a good console to me, but now PlayStation 5 is out. It's here. It's been out, for 3 years, but unfortunately, myself and hundreds of other people out there have not been able to really get their hands on one or have the time to pick one up. So we're just kind of stuck here with PlayStation 4, which is a great console, but it's not 100%, and there are some ways that it can be improved upon. And one of the best things that you can do to improve your PlayStation 4 is the hard drive. Now, Sony manufactures their PlayStations with simple off-the-shelf laptop hard drives that they put in their consoles. And these aren't really any fancy hard drives. They're the old mechanical hard drives. You know, the ones with the little arm and they go back and forth and they scan and they make that noise that those hard drives make, that you constantly hear the entire time that you're playing a game, and it's loud and obnoxious and it's just not that great. So we're gonna remedy that problem and improve our PlayStation 4s by swapping out the old hard drive with a new solid state drive. It's gonna help install games faster, run the games better, download the games faster, and it's gonna be quieter too. Because, if you've ever had a PlayStation 4, you know how those systems sound when they get up and running. So instead of having the fan noise and the hard drive noise, we're now just gonna have a nice silent SSD and just have to worry about that fan noise, which I'm sure we'll address in another video. All you really need is just a standard size Phillips head screwdriver. If you don't have one yet, I would highly recommend getting a good set of multi-headed screws for this kind of thing, just because it makes doing any kind of fixes like this in the future way better. You're also gonna want a USB thumb drive in order to reinstall the system software onto your new SSD. And of course, you're gonna want the SSD as well. Now, before you start taking everything apart and unplugging the console, go ahead and make sure that all your data, your saved data, all your downloads are all backed up to some form of extra storage, whether that's an external hard drive or if that's the PlayStation Cloud storage that you get with PlayStation Plus. Just make sure you have that data backed up somewhere, because this is gonna act like a completely brand new PlayStation 4. Now, this method is specifically for the PlayStation Slim model of the console, but the method is pretty similar to the PS4 Pro. Some of the parts and some of the screws might be in a slightly different location, but overall it's the same method. And then the original PlayStation 4 model is a completely different method, but this is specifically for PS4 Slim. So here's our new SSD. This is the Samsung 870QVO SSD. It is a SATA 3 2.5-inch drive. Now, something to note here is that the PS4 Slim really doesn't take full advantage of SATA 3 drives. The PS4 Pro takes advantage of them, but the original PlayStation 4 and PS4 Slim don't fully take advantage of what SATA 3 drives offer. You could, in theory, just get a SATA 2 drive and put it in here, but in my research and trying to find something, I really had a hard time finding SATA 2 drives, at least on Amazon, and the ones that I did find actually ended up being more expensive to get those than just get the SATA 3 drive. So even though it doesn't take full advantage of SATA 3, it's still gonna be faster and quieter than a normal hard drive. And once we have our data backed up, go ahead and power down your PS4 completely, unplug it from the power, and we're gonna take this guy and check it out. Go ahead and flip it over to the back side where all of the ports are, and there's this little tab here that you can see with this panel that slides off. This thing is pretty easy to get off. All you have to do is grab this little tab here with your finger, pull it sideways, and then this whole corner panel should pop off nicely for you. Now, you'll see a little silver screw on the back of the PlayStation. It actually has the little PlayStation icons, which I thought was pretty cool. And you're just gonna wanna go ahead and unscrew that completely. Next, you'll see a little black loop coming from the side of the PS4. Just grab that and pull the hard drive straight out. You can see now that we've got the hard drive out, it's in this little chassis that goes into the PlayStation 4. So we're just gonna take our screwdriver, take these screws out, and get it ready for the new hard drive to go in there. So we're gonna unbox our SSD and we're gonna install it in the chassis that we pulled out of the PS4 Slim. Make sure that everything is oriented the same way as the old hard drive, because it does have to fit a certain way into there. So just match how it was before and you'll be fine. Go ahead and make sure that those screws are nice and tight, and then we're gonna reinstall this hard drive into our PS4. We're gonna push it all the way in until it's nice and snug. Then we're gonna get our PlayStation screw and we're gonna reinstall that as well. Now we're gonna get our corner piece and we're just gonna pop that back onto the side. The back side, you actually have to put it in and then slide it shut to get it to lock. So just push around the side, slide it in, and you should get that to fit in just fine. So that's the end of kind of the hardware side of what we're doing here. But now we have to get the PlayStation System software and reinstall it onto our console. So we're gonna hop over to the computer and we're gonna get that started. First thing you're gonna wanna do is connect your USB drive to your computer. Make sure that it is formatted correctly. FAT32 format is what you want. Next, you're gonna go over to the PlayStation website and download the firmware for the console. I'm actually gonna leave a link in the description below. You can click on that. It's gonna take you exactly to the website to get the software that you need. So go ahead and scroll all the way down to where you can see it say how to reinstall the PS4 console system software. Go ahead and click on PS4 console reinstallation file and it's going to download the firmware onto your computer. While that file is downloading, go ahead and go over to your USB drive. Make sure it's completely blank and you're going to create a file that says PS4. Now, once you have that done, go inside that file and we're going to create another file called update. Once the software has been downloaded, we're just going to copy and paste that into the update folder. So you want PS4 and then update, and then you've got your software in there. And that's really it. Now our USB drive is ready to go. So go ahead and eject that, pull that out. We're gonna go over to our console and get that reinstalled. Go ahead and connect your PS4 back to your TV, and we're gonna plug in one of our controllers into the USB port. Next, we're gonna plug in our USB drive into the other open USB port on the front. Next, we're gonna press and hold the power button for about 7 seconds or until you hear the second beep. This is gonna boot up the PS4 into safe mode. Now, what you're gonna wanna do here is go down to safe mode option 7, that is reinstall system software. Once that's selected, go ahead and hit update from USB storage device and then click OK. Now I can't do that because mine's already been updated, but you get the gist of it. Now it's gonna take a couple minutes and it's gonna install the software onto your new hard drive. It's gonna do its thing, it's gonna install the software, and then it's gonna boot up like a brand new PlayStation 4. And that's about it. It's gonna run so much faster for you. It's gonna install games so much faster. It's really gonna be much better. I've been super happy with mine. The UI is so snappy and fluid. My old one used to freeze on me so much, and now it's so great. I have yet to have any problems with it, and I highly recommend you do it too. It's been so much better of an experience. But yeah, that's how you do it. Hopefully that helps you guys. Hopefully it helps your PS4 run a bit better, run a bit faster. I hope this video was insightful or educational for you. Hopefully you got something out of it. Let me know, is your PS4 struggling? Is it crashing all the time? Have you switched out the hard drive? Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like if it was insightful or helpful for you. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Go play some games.